Ẹ̀yin ọmọ ìyá wa nínú ẹ̀sìn Islam ní ilẹ̀ kóòtù òjìire, nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, nílẹ̀ Oòduà, ẹ̀yin ẹlẹ́sìn Islam tẹ́ ẹ wà ń bẹ̀, tẹ́ ẹ jọmọ ìyá wa, tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ bàbá wa, tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, tẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ àbúrò wa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ irú ẹ̀sìn wo lẹ mọ̀ tí Gumi ń sìn? Ṣé Islam ni? Ṣé àwọn nǹkan tí Islam kọ́ wa ni Gumi ń ṣe? Ṣé ẹ̀sìn Islam ni Gumi ń sìn ni àbí ó ń tẹ̀lé àsìtáànì? Ṣọ́lọ́run ló ń gbénú ọkàn rẹ̀ ni àbí òkúta àsìtáànì? Kó má jẹ́ pé gbogbo òkúta tí wọ́n ń sọ ní Saudi ní Mecca ó kà àyà Gumi ló ń padà sí. Ṣé Ọlọ́run ni Gumi ń tẹ̀lé? Ṣé ìpè Ọlọ́run ni Gumi jẹ́ tó fi ń tẹ̀lé àwọn afẹ̀míṣòfò tó fi ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn? Tó fi jẹ́ pé ìtàn ìgbésí ayé Gumi láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ wá wọ́n ń rí ipa ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn alákatakítí ẹ̀sìn. Ṣé ẹ̀sìn le tó bẹ́ẹ̀? Ṣé àwọn Gumi ò ti ba ẹ̀sìn Islam jẹ́? Kò fojú hàn bí ẹni tó ń jagun ẹ̀sìn, ṣùgbọ́n ó ń lo àwọn afẹ̀míṣòfò láti jagun ẹ̀sìn àti láti gba ilẹ̀ onílẹ̀. Ṣé tí ó bá ní kán jagun ẹ̀sìn, ẹjọ́ súnmọ́pọlọ dání? Bọ́lọ́run ò bá fẹ́ ẹ̀sìn míì yàtọ̀ fún Islam, kò ní jẹ́ kọ́kàn ènìyàn lọ síbẹ̀, kódà kò ní jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Mi wá sọ̀rọ̀ Islam nìkan. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń sọ pé ẹ̀sìn tòun lọ̀nà, àfi kẹ́ ẹ gbà tòun, tẹ́ ẹ bá gbà tòun, ikú ní èrè ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ta ló ń sìn? Àsìtáànì ni àbọ́lọ́hun? Ẹ má jà á fọ̀rọ̀ gùn. Bàbá kan, fídíò kan wà lọ́wọ́ mi, ó yẹ ń lò ó tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ń lò ó báyìí. Ó sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Gumi. Ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó máa yé wa pé gíláàsì lọ̀rọ̀ tóun ń sọ o, jíngí ni ò, kí Gumi wo rẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ dáadáa o. Ìdí tí wọn ò fi lè mú Gumi ó wà ń bẹ̀, ẹnu oníkànlá ti gbọ́ pọ̀n. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré wò ká mọ̀ gbàrà wà lákòókò.
Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, and today we are going to talk about who Gumi really is. Now, before I proceed, I want to say this. Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, you have walked into the forest many times, but today, the forest is looking back at you. Nigerians has watched your pattern. Saudi Arabia has watched your pattern. The world has watched your pattern. You build your influence in silence, but today, silence is no longer your shelter. Understand this clearly. No man who legalized terror escape the wrath of truth. Your blueprint is no longer hidden. Your methods are no longer mysterious. Your alliances is no longer invisible. You became the voice of men with guns, but now Nigeria is becoming the voice against your deceit. This message is not a threat. It is a mirror. Look at it very well and see yourself clearly, because we have seen you and your script is finished. From childhood, Gumi grow up inside power, not money power, not political power, now ideological power. Ahmed Gumi was born the same day Nigeria got their independence. That was 1st of October 1960 in Kano State. Ahmed Gumi attended Sadwana Memorial College for his secondary school education. Afterward, he gained an admission into Madibelo University, where he studied medicine. After graduating, Gumi was enlisted into the Nigeria Defense Academy and he served as a medical officer. He attended the rank of a captain before he retired. By then, he had already have a deeper exposure to military structure, their operation, and their strategy. Now, after leaving the army, he traveled to Saudi Arabia. This is where Gumi transformation started from. Gumi got a role Ito Akura University, where he was exposed to deeper Islamic rules and laws, global Islamic politics, and Islamic ideological power shaping Africa. Now, people don't understand the importance of those things when Gumi they exposed to. Saudi Arabia is where you learn how Islamic influence operates on a global level. Now, after the whole study in Saudi Arabia, Gumi returned back to Nigeria. But at that time, he was not just an Islamic preacher anymore. He was now a product of two systems, a military mind plus a religious identity. That combination is rare, dangerous, and powerful in the north. Now, after he came back from the Saudi Arabia, he became a teacher in the Nigeria Defense Academy. So, with all this knowledge, where Gumi gathered from Saudi and Nigeria Academy, he started doing preaching work. He was doing some daily Tafa program, preaching religion. So, this man started coming on air, start doing some charity work. So, people call him Siam as public figure, so he call him gain followers. Now, many of these armed group that is in the forest, the X-Men, the Boko Haram, all those people, they don't listen to this man preaching, to his program. So they always see this man as a father. Now, why is he say many of them, they respect him so much? Because this bandit will never trust a certain politician, a Christian leader, or a military officer. But you see Gumi mirror these people. They can see their self in him. Now, here is where he become more tough. Within the northern Nigeria, there is a quiet, massive competition going on. A competition for religious dominance, political influence, control of armed groups. So, for Gumi, becoming the man that can talk to bandits, make Gumi itself a power structure outside politics. Because that will give him influence, relevance, funding, and political leverage. So every time bandits strike again, Gumi become important again. That is why he defends them publicly, because he strengthens his role as a negotiator. Know this, bandits are not just criminals. They are a force, and whosoever influences them owns power. Now, listen carefully. This is the part people don't know about him yet. Gumi has an agenda independently of everyone around him, and his agenda is bigger than bandits, bigger than government, bigger than Nigeria. Gumi is trying to become the ideological godfather of northern bandits, but without openly identifying himself as a jihadist. That is why when Gumi traveled to Saudi to perform the Hajj pilgrimage, despite having a valid visa, he was denied entry. You should ask yourself, why a country that welcomed me before suddenly marked him as red flag? Because Saudi intelligence saw what Nigeria has refused to see. The danger here is not that Gumi speaks to bandito. Anyone can talk to anyone. The danger is that Gumi defines them. He creates the language around them. He gives them an identity beyond crime. And that is dangerous, because narrative build legitimacy, and legitimacy build power. I know some of you might be wondering why they never arrest this man. Because if Gumi should be exposed, names go come out. The name what we no ever expect for this country, all of them go come out. That is why the government are playing safe. So this is the overview of who Gumi is. Because now, bandits don't give order, make police arrest politicians. They will not fall to these people trouble, because that is the agenda they want to set to Nigeria. So it should not be carried away with these people plan. How we respond, we now determine our fate to know where we belong to, and for bandits to know where they will belong to. That is it all for now.
Ṣé rí pé nǹkan kì í ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ràgó? Ọ̀rọ̀ wà ń bẹ àbí ò sọ̀rọ̀ ń bẹ? Ta la pàṣẹ? Ta làṣẹ ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀? Ta ló ní authority? Ìjọba. Ṣó yẹ káràlú máa polongo ogun fódìdí ìlú kó sì máa dúró pé òun wà lẹ́yìn afẹ̀míṣòfò kó sì máa mú jẹ. ṣó yẹ kẹ́lẹ́ṣẹ̀ lọ láì jìyà? sàkátà pàrà là á síntọ́, bọ́ bá yí láàyè jù yóò di takú apá. Bitter truth ni fẹ́ni tó bá kí ẹ̀ láti gbọ́, ó korò láti sọ. ẹ̀ńtàrí ọ̀bá kò tọrọ kó gbọ́. orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ó kún fún wàrà àtòyìn, ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ti bà wàrà àtòyìn ibẹ̀ jẹ́. a sọ pé ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ o, ṣùgbọ́n látìgbà tó ti ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ̀, àwọn ìran wo ni wọ́n ń bà á jẹ́? ìran wo ni ò fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́? ìran wo ló fẹ́ dáyà dé gbogbo ogún gbogbo ènìyàn? ṣé nǹkan kan náà ni wá? ṣágbára yín ọ̀kà Gumi sà mà ẹ̀yin ìjọba, ṣé ẹ ti foríkorí? ṣé ẹ ti wọ́nà àbáyọ? ṣé kì í ṣe pé à ń fi irọ́ lẹ kọ́bọ̀ lójú àbíbò ni àwọn bàbá wa tí wọ́n ń wí? ṣáà ní gọ sẹ́yìn kankan? ṣóòótọ́ máa jáde àbí bá tún ṣe bá yí títí ẹni tó máa kú máa kú, ẹni tó máa kú máa kú? àmì yín tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe ni ẹ jẹ́ káràlú gbọ́. kì í ṣe kẹ́ ẹ fi wá lọ́kàn balẹ̀ lẹ́nu lásán, ẹ jẹ́ káràlú rí ìgbésẹ̀. ẹ̀mí ń ṣòfò, ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń sàn o. mo padà sọ́dọ̀ yín ọmọ ìyá mi nílẹ̀ Kóòtù Òjíire. ẹ jẹ́ ká múra. èyí tí wọ́n ń ṣe nìbàdàn nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, tí wọ́n bá fi mú jẹ bí ẹ̀ẹ̀mejì ẹ̀ẹ̀mẹ́ta, wọ́n á ṣínà wọlé ni. àmọ́ ní ṣòfò ẹ̀mí. kábíyèsí ọba Ládọjà, Olúbàdàn tìlú Ìbàdàn nílùú mi, Ọlọ́run ràn yín lọ́wọ́ o. àwọn Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà sì wà o. ẹnìkan lọ ṣe àwárí àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ti sọnù. kábíyèsí Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ Ọ̀jájá, kábíyèsí ọba Aláàfin Ọ̀yọ́, bó ṣe bà fúrí adé gbogbo yín oṣù ọ̀hún Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́, gbogbo ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba tẹ́ ẹ di ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun mú. ẹ mọ̀mọ̀ wòran, ó ń bọ̀ àwọn làádẹ́ẹ̀dẹ́. eléyìí máa já àwọn o, ó ti kọjá tí wọ́n ń de àwọn dé o. ìfura lògùn àgbà. pánsá ò fura, pánsá jáná, àjà ò fura, àjàjì. ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, gbogbo ẹ̀yin gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Yorùbá, ó mà dọwọ́ yín. ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba, ó mà dọwọ́ yín. Gumi ti degun ẹja o. tí ò bá dogun ẹja ni, ọwọ́ ó ti tẹ Gumi. ṣé wọ́n lè mú Gumi? ṣé wọ́n tó bẹ̀ kán gbé Gumi? ẹ jẹ́ á máa dúró dìgbà náà ná. ìgbà yà wà padà jáde pé ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ọ̀kẹ́. Ṣeun Agboola lórúkọ tèmi.